celebration this hour, and we're back with Rabbi Daniel Vortz and Adar Mahamud. Our next guest is a former trial lawyer turned stand-up comedian and now Baptist minister who happens to be my minister. For over 20 years, Reverend Susan Sparks has been an ordained minister who uses her gift of comedy to offer heartfelt messages that remind us we are all more alike than we think sometimes. She says her mission is to help people harness the power of humor so they can live with purpose, gratitude, and joy. Take a look at Susan in action.
Good old Velveeta. I mean, what is that stuff anyway? I don't even know what it is. It's like cheese whiz and silly putty or something all put together. But, you know, you got to admit it's a versatile dish, right? I mean, we grew up, you know, my mom would slice it and put it on Ritz crackers, you know, for fancy holiday appetizers. We would melt it in the microwave with Rotel tomatoes. Did you ever do that nacho dip? We would caulk the tub with it.
Please welcome Reverend Susan Sparks back to the TFM. Well, first of all, from that story alone, I'm sure you now get why I go to her church. And the fact that you preach with your boots on, and we happen to have matching boots, and we did not call each other. No. Look at that. Same color.
No, can I ask you a favor?
Yes.
Tamron, next time you're in church, please leave those in the offering plate.
Okay. I will leave them in the basket plate. I always tell this story. You've been a part of my life for many, many years. I think 12 years now. You officiated my ceremony with Stephen. This is Moses at church. First time. That was in 2019. So you've been a part of my journey. People always ask me, how did you find the church? I was living in Midtown Manhattan. I Googled an open-minded church. That's all. And then your church, Madison Avenue Baptist, popped up, and it spoke to me. I walked in, small congregation, but big heart there. We're talking about unconventional. How do you define what you do every day?
Well, I come at religion with a little bit of a different spin. I think one of the things Madison tries to do is to reframe the face of the church from judgment and shame to joy and hope. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, we do that. I mean, part of it is me being a comedian, so much of my message has to do with joy. You know, joy brings strength, and strength brings change. And we use that, but also our group, our congregation is just warm. It is welcoming. When people walk in the door, no matter who they are, no matter where they're from, they are treated like family.
And that's the thing about faith, no matter what you practice, it's sad that we're at a point where we have to tell people you are welcome to come in. When at the very base, it should be like, no matter who you are, you're welcome in.
Right. Amen. Amen.
Right. One of the things, so I always post Susan signs from the church that the church comes up with, and people always have something to say, always good. This is a couple that I posted. Kindness like a boomerang always returns. Never cry over something that can't cry over you. And you are not the darkness you endured, you are the light that refused to surrender.
Yes.
That has spoken to me. Now here's some of the funny ones. Stop trying to make everyone happy. You're not chocolate.
Yep.
This other one. What happens in Vegas is forgiven here.
Right here.
Okay, one more. You say, honk if you love Jesus, text while driving if you want to meet him. Could you ever have imagined that humor would be this weapon of love?
No. And what we see is, I mean, we don't have a steeple, as you know, Tamron. We're flat front to Madison Avenue. And so people walk by, they'll click a little photo of the sign, and they'll send it to their friend or a few people on social media. Their smile gets shared to those people who then share it again. And all of a sudden, that one little moment has taken joy out into the world in a way we could never have imagined.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it is a blessing to me to have the three of you. As I said before, this is an image you don't often see. In daytime, they tell you it's risky to do these things, but I'm here for the risk because if the reward is making people feel like they are left alone, it is worth it. So thank you to Reverend Susan